Heaving-to is an essential sailing skill that stops the boat in a controlled manner by balancing wind, sails, and the rudder. The goal of heaving-to is to sit the boat with its bow 40 to 50 degrees off the wind and waves, drifting towards leeward slowly. In this video, I'll show you how I heave-to in 3 different boats and discuss a few criteria that decide if heaving-to is done properly. Heaving-to has long been used as a storm tactic. If you are interested in more about storm tactics, please check out a great book by Lin and Larry Pardey, Storm Tactics Handbook, Modern Methods of Heaving-to for Survival in Extreme Conditions. Heaving-to is not just a storm tactic. We heave-to have launch mostly and have a little rest. I used to reef under sail like this, but I have since changed to reef while hove-to, especially when sailing single-handed without autopilot. I normally heave-to in starboard tack as the stand-on vessel. We always have proper lookout, even in hove-to. Boats with different sail plan, keel type, fore and after balance, center of lateral resistance are certainly different in hove-to. Even though basic steps are the same, it's important to fine-tune the balance with your own boat. I have practiced heaving-to with 3 different boats in various locations, in the middle of a slot, outside the Golden Gate Bridge, from very light wind to 20 plus knots with waves. I found all 3 boats can be properly hove-to in all conditions I tried. The following is the basic steps we use to heave-to. We sailed close hauled and trim the jib tight. Be prepared to ease the main. Then we tack without releasing jib sheet and let it back-winded. After the bow passes through the wind, ease the main and turn the wheel all the way to the windward. Initially, the boat may spin back and forth a little. As the boat turns into the wind, losing power, the back-winded jib pushes the bow back and stops the forward movement. Heaving-to is not just completing steps. There are several criteria that decide if a heaving-to is properly done. First, the bow needs to be around 40 to 50 degrees from the wind. If the bow keeps turning further from the wind, with the wheel already tied all the way to the windward, I reduce the size of jib or ease the jib sheet a little. If the opposite occurs, I reef the main and change the rudder angle. Second, the boat should not sail forward no matter how slow it is. Moving forward runs the risk of sailing along the trough of the waves in the beam-on position in stronger wind. This the other day, with about 20 knot wind outside the Golden Gate Bridge. No matter what we did, the boat kept moving forward about half knots. The boat is a twin rudder Bento 35. The same boat with a similar setup worked just fine in exactly the same location on a different day. The only difference being wind is lighter around 10 to 15 knots. Eventually, we increased the size of the jib, reefed the main, played with rudder, but still not be able to achieve the perfect equilibrium. Even now, I'm still wondering why. The third and ultimate goal of heaving-to is to create an upwind protective slick by boat drifting sideways. This slick confuses and flattens the breaking seas. I have to say so far I haven't been able to produce such a beautiful upwind slick with my own heaving-to. This was me looking for the slick. To get out of hove-to is simple. Untie the wheel, trim the main, release the back-winded jib, trim the jib, then you will be on the way. Oops, I forgot to untie the wheel. Okay, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you like it, please subscribe. We'll see you next time.